Guess who's back? That's right. It is I. All about the gyro. Hope all of you are well. It's great to be back after a hiatus. Great to be back. And looking forward to doing this a lot more with the latest bit of news that I want to share with all of you. And that is, this is my first stream as a featured streamer for map racing. So, I'm very excited. And yeah, it's exciting times. And Flyby is getting me set up in the Discord. That's right here, and it pop off a little bit. I'll turn that off in a moment. Automod killing my eyes. But welcome to the party. If you haven't been on the map Discord yet, make sure that you read it. I had a very lovely monologue of moving in. So tonight we're going to start with some ESS from Fuji, and I decided we're going to drive the Fjord. Now, here is the surprise. Paul Webster, my good friend and team principal of Full Tilt Virtual Motorsport, is also driving the Ford and driving this race. Here's the difference. I've given him
New fastest lap
a high downforce setup.
36.87.
I've given myself a medium downforce setup. It's going to be pretty exciting. So, great to have you all here. And yeah, it's a new era for the channel and also for the map community. And yeah. It's going to be a thing. We're doing that thing. And people are lighting up the Discord right now. So feeling the love. So yeah, we're in the Ford. 2 different setups, 2 different ways to make lap time here at Fuji. So yeah, thank you for tagging along. So for those that don't know who I am, my name is Dwayne. I live in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That is about 30 miles east of Nashville. And I'm an IT guy. That's how I pay the bills. And yeah, it's going to be exciting. So I'm going to put in the chatto the invite link, and I'll make sure I add that to. I'll make sure I add that to Nightbot when I get an opportunity. So yeah, first stream, I get to race with my friend. Paul Webster, and it's my first race in quite a while. And I will tell you, going from a Skippy and an F4 to this, little bit of a change. So a little bit of a change. Had to relearn that thing called braking. Yeah, it's a little bit underrated here at Fuji. So yeah, exciting times. It's going to be the tale of two stories. Is a high downforce set better than a medium? The one thing I am going to practice once I get into the session is pit entrance, because I have not done that in my practice. And the pit lane here is not short. It's a long one. So we'll see if this gets me out in time. So yeah. Thanks for being along. It's a privilege to have been invited into this community, and yeah, it's kind of hitting me now what's happening, because yeah.
Radio check.
Spotter, radio check.
So if you want to watch a better driver, Weber's Racing is racing this car, and I am not going to get out in time to practice pit lane. So for those unaware, GTE, no ABS. The first thing you got to remember, no ABS. So let's see here. Let's see how our classes are. So we have 4 in LMP1. Hello, Paul. Which comms are you in? In R's? Paul? Probably R's. So let me open Discord. So when I talk about R's, I'm referring to the and so we're going to hear Paul here. Hello, Paul. We'll see if he can hear me.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
So, Paul.
Yes, mate.
I do have an admission that I have to say publicly. So as you know, this is my first stream with my new community.
Yes.
So I have given you, as you know, a high downforce setup.
Okay.
Your chat can start typing the word wang, because you have a lot of it.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 79 Fahrenheit.
I, however, because I need all the help I can get, I'm going to drive the medium downforce set around here. I will tell you right now, you will be a lot better in the corners than I will be.
So are you in the Ford as well?
Yes, I decided we're going to have joint Fjord team bonding joy.
Yay!
Yay! So, so for those in Paul's chat, there is a Twitch multi-stream service that's free of charge where you can actually put both of our streams in the same window. If you want to do the tab thing or separate windows, go right ahead. But what's going to happen is my job is to be Paul's teammate. So this is kind of an implicit way for us to practice team strategy for endurance races. And, you know, the chief engineer does like to drive from time to time.
Lovely, lovely stuff.
Oh, and Paul, I don't know if I think it's, I want to say it's 10 liters for quali here,
Okay, I'll put 12 in.
but I don't remember. Let's see here. I may be the last one in the field here because my iRating's so low. Well, no. Well, it's a one splitter. I'm the 16 car, and there's a 17, 18, 22, and 24 behind me. Hope springs eternal. So let's do a qualifier.
Pit lane speed limit is 37 miles per hour. Your exit's clear. Watch the white line. Okay, Dwayne, we've got 2 laps to set a decent time.
Cygnus has reminded me in my chat, you always have the meme LMP1 driver. That is correct, Cygnus. Okay, here we go.
The leader's
Flyer.
just done a 135.86. The leader has just done a 135.64.
Okay, clean first lap, not too bad. I'm doing mine on race fuel for those wondering out there.
Your lap time was 1:38.87. That's the end of the session, P10.
Okay, so P10 and Paul is P7th. So looks like we had one person that didn't quali.
So I've just found out that
Yes.
your microphone is not being picked up on my stream. I think it's just I think it's the settings I've got.
Well, in a way, that's not bad. That way, you don't have like the dual channel thing.
Yeah, so
Going
I
on?
can hear you.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Well, and you also have lower bit rate, so you probably want to keep it that way, to be honest.
Pretty sure. Oh, I'm streaming at 6.
You're at 6? Nice.
Yep.
How was your quali lap?
It wasn't too bad. You know, qualifying lap was pretty good. Obviously, still need to find some pace. Getting used to the car and what have you. But that was literally my first 3 laps. So
Yeah, I did.
1.2 off the very front, and everyone else is in Porsches. So looks like Porsches seem to be the pick of the bunch at the moment.
Yeah, but as usual, we're not going with the herd.
No, don't be a sheep. Don't want to be a sheep. Don't
Nope.
follow everyone else.
Well, I can tell you there is a guy behind me, and I wonder if it's Charles. He is also in the Ford. That's either Charles or Andres is in the Ford, so we're not alone.
We're not alone then.
So, yeah.
60 minutes.
A lot of Porsches.
Track temp is 79. The air temp is 77 Fahrenheit.
Well, my friend, please be careful in the braking
Follow
zone.
car number 22 in the right column.
Yes, you too, mate.
And
good luck.
Thank you. We're gonna have some fun here.
I'll see you at the end.
Agreed. Yeah, and be very careful on pit exit here, Paul. It's kind of awkward. Yes, Vizentrop, they did adjust a little bit of the aero last season, not this season. This season was very minor things that they did. So for those on my stream, Paul is the black Ford GTE ahead. We are in the EcoBoost livery.
Sorry, my dash didn't load. That's the LMP2 who was cut off there.
Okay, get ready.
All right, Dwayne, get ready. Green, green, green.
Yeah, looks like Paul has got a good start there.
Car right. Clear right.
Kemp is now leading. The start's okay. Let's get stuck in.
So Paul is 3.3K, so you will see him drive away from me. Okay, wreck behind. Avoided it. Someone's driving the M8 and absolutely nuke their tires.
That's right.
Okay, gain some position.
Okay, Dwayne, relax, focus, keep it smooth. E9.
So Paul, you're gonna need 3 laps here before you can get on this set. I'll tell you that right now.
Okie dokie.
And that's regardless of what downforce trim I put on it. It's because the right sides just don't get warm fast enough.
Left side. Clear left.
Track limits.
On your left. Clear left.
Oh,
Come
I
on,
just
man,
got
defend harder.
turned into.
Car left. Clear left.
Oh no.
Got turned right into.
You cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy. Mitchell, ahead is pitting.
The car's okay, but there's 3 cars behind that just got smacked all over the place.
P12.
So I use, similar how Paul has left-right, I have my own tool for radar, and he turned right down into me. As in the radar did not pick him up. So we'll have a look at that. But I'm also on a single
Gallo,
screen.
Front is now 11
That final
seconds.
corner is tough.
Blue flag.
Okay, Paul, the back markers are passing me now.
The LMP1s.
Yep.
All right then.
Hey, Lester, how are you? Well, I got turned into last corner on lap 2. And, so luckily the car's not broken. Just got a little bit of damage. My teammate, Paul Webster, is ahead of me. So you'll hear him in the radio. So we're going to push forward. Top 10 would be excellent.
So sit rep, second and third clashed into each other. I'm now second.
Here we go. And Paul is driving the high downforce setup I wrote for him. I'm driving the medium downforce setup. I'm going to see if I can catch up to 10th. Yes, Lester, we're testing the 2 because Fuji is very much a hybrid type circuit. Well, I've gained a second on the guys ahead of me. And that's with a car that is got a little bit of damage.
Flag. Master car's approaching.
On your left. Clear left.
Okay, the last LMP1 is coming by me at 100R going into hairpin.
Blue flag.
Car left. Clear left.
Yes, Cygnus, he's running more wing.
11 seconds.
So the damage may be hurting me a little bit.
Position.
All right, in the top 10 now. So my first impressions of Fuji. You're going to be able to race here. There are places to pass.
You're being caught by the LMP2 runners. Blue flag.
LMP2s are here. Going into 100R.
The gap to yellow ahead is now 11 seconds.
Left side.
Blue flag.
Clear left.
So for those wondering, yes, I am looking for a reverse strat so I can fix my damage. So Leicester is 60 minutes. It's a very long race. Very long race. So
Okay, Dwayne, that's the class car approaching.
a second place in LMP2 is about to come by.
Car left. Clear left.
I had a feeling they were battling.
Faster car approaching. This guy's their class leader. Blue flag.
On your left. Clear left.
Blue flag.
Okay, Paul, the leader, has come by me again. So about every 4 laps, it looks like. 4 to 5 laps are coming by.
The gap ahead is now 11 seconds.
So, for those wondering, the damage I have on the car, I'm getting a little bit more front downforce, so it's actually helping me a little bit. I'm not making any headway ahead of me.
There's a faster car approaching.
And this is a track where a single screen is a minus. Not as bad as Hockenheim.
E10. Blue flag.
On your left. Clear left.
Right now, Japanese maps. How are you, Slow? So in last report, Paul is second. I am trying to get up to 8th and 9th. I have a little bit of damage in the front. And it looks
Gallo
like
in front is pitting.
Gallo has come in. So I don't know if there is damage or if he is reverse pitting. So,
E9.
9. Got to be very careful on the brakes here.
The gap in front is now 11 seconds.
Remember, no ABS.
Okay, Dwayne, there's a faster car approaching.
There are some early stoppers here.
Blue flag.
Mr. Gallo is still in the lane. We'll see if what's going on with
There's a
Mr.
car
Koenig.
rejoining in front.
On your right. Clear
Whenever I
right.
get the chance, I like driving.
Consistency.
Before.
Keep them coming.
The happy car. So Mr. Koenig has short stopped. So, Wiesentrop and Company. Uh-oh. I overdrove the corner. That's funny. Let Paul know, if he's not able to hear me right now, that,
Yes,
okay, P7 early stopped.
Oh, interesting.
But I've gained spots. People are falling out of this race.
There's a faster class car behind. Blue flag. The guy behind line's reeling you in. The gap's now 13 seconds. Keep digging, P8.
Come on, man.
Car's starting to get a little faster. Fuel's starting to come out of the car. So, for those on my stream, Friday afternoon, Nashville time, round 1 of the Jackknife F3 Championship from Fuji.
Alright, Dwayne, there's a faster car bearing down on you. He's the class leader. Blue flag.
Left side, clear left.
Blue flag.
Okay, Ben is by me again. That's the LMP1 leader.
Blue flag.
Right side, clear right. On your right. Hold your line, clear right.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 17 seconds.
Yep, 5 seconds lost because I got held up in turn 1 by the dive bomb.
There's a faster car approaching. Blue flag.
Yeah, and Javier pitted early, so he did a reverse strategy. So I will not be so keen to let him by easily, because remember, we have a teammate.
The car behind is catching.
And my
The gap's
teammate
now
would
9.6.
appreciate me holding him up a little bit. Because Paul has to gap Javier in the scheme of things. So
Yes, please.
not just a race engineer, pretty good in the racecraft department. If I can tie him up, because I can stop for fuel any time, I can tie him up for a couple laps. I will definitely be on Paul's holiday list. probably am on Paul's holidays list already, but, you know, sometimes you want to get elevated on said list. Just saying.
You're right at the front of that list.
Well, you figure family, probably in the top 10, maybe top 15, right?
Oh, definitely.
For those on my stream, you're wondering who that lovely baritone is. That is Paul Webster of Weber's Racing, my team principal at Full Tilt Virtual Motorsport. He is streaming this race on his channel.
Okay, Dwayne, you've used half your fuel.
And he's a little bit further up the road than I am. And we're both racing in the Ford.
There's a faster car behind. This is their class leader. The car ahead's pitting. Blue flag.
Okay, P7 is pitting. And I'm doing a reasonable job on Javier. I'm keeping him behind me. He's 7.5 behind me right now.
Right side. Clear right.
LMP2 leader just crossed me start finish line.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
So Vesentrop, this is
The gap behind is
GTE
now 7.5
and not
seconds.
GT3. So that's why we're not in the R8, because the R8 has ABS. This does not. Different class of car. So Paul, if Javier gets near me, like in draft range, I may pit early just to not give him any advantage.
Yeah, sure.
Because he's only taking out a second a lap on me. And his car is undamaged. Mine is definitely beat up a little bit.
Right, I'm gonna get after Jordan again. He's got past me. He's slowly
Okay.
hunting me down.
Now, I'll tell you folks, I don't think the reverse strat is the right strategy here, because the left front tire gets beat up here a lot. So the fact that Mr. Javier has come in so early, he's having to carry a lot of extra fuel.
Okay, Dwayne, faster car approaching. It's their class leader. That's half distance. Should be about 22 minutes of fuel remaining.
Car right. Clear right.
Ben almost ran me off the road. He got caught in the twisties. and tried to go on the outside, and it doesn't work there because the corner is decreasing radius.
Blue flag.
On your right, clear right.
So race recap, P7. P8 behind me has already pitted. But what I'm trying to do is to help my teammate, who is ahead of me. I think he's in third. And if I slow Javier down, I help Paul. Not the fastest, but not the slowest either. Okay, I can tell you Javier is running more wing than I am, because he's able to chase me down in the twisties, Paul.
That's your quickest lap. Car behind's a faster class. Blue flag.
So I've been changing my brake bias. I've been finding. I've been going 4 clicks forward before
Left
the
side,
twisty stuff.
clear left.
4 clicks,
And then out.
so okay, that's good to know.
Car left, clear left.
Yeah, I had a
7.
feeling this was going to be a track where you had to change the brake bias a lot. Because the this track
Yeah.
evolves, so.
Car right, clear right.
I just lost 3 seconds there to Javier because the traffic got through him good. It did not get through me well at all. Okay, Paul, the gap is 2.5 seconds to me. So once he gets in about 1 second and change, I'm going to pit.
Okay, sounds good. I've still got another 8 laps yet.
He is definitely quicker in Sector 3. And even with my damage, I'm outpulling him in Sector 1.
Okay, Blaine, there's a faster car approaching. Blue flag.
right side.
Okay, I've held him off
Clear right.
enough to where I can get another lap here before I come in.
That was a 139.39. That's good consistency. Keep it up. The gap behind is now 1.7 seconds.
That's right.
Car is really good right now. Even with the damage, it's still racy.
Sorry, man. I held that as tight as I could.
Okay, Javier just had an off behind me.
Blue flag.
He lost 8 seconds. Paul, I'm going to stay out. And Johnny, I think, passed him, so I don't know what's going on behind me.
Yeah, I've
you're
just
not
got-
good at reading situations, are you?
I've just gotten
Blue
past
flag.
him. I've just lapped him.
Right side. Clear right.
Ah.
And you're mini laps
I
down.
see you.
Let's fuck them up.
Now, I believe Johnny has also pitted,
Blue flag.
so... But I think Johnny may have to stop again.
Car left. Clear left.
Gotta remember when we do ESS again, we're gonna be a fucking
The
idiot.
class leader from a faster class is behind.
Apologies for any coarse language you may hear in the voice chat. Okay,
Say what?
Blue flag.
Car right. Clear
Let's
right.
not commit to a move.
okay,
and stay
both
side by side. We'll
GTE
just
and
go fine.
LMP1
You're the number
leader
one
just
car,
got
buddy.
by.
That's my cue.
I'm just gonna accept what you just said.
Blue flag.
Car left. Clear left.
So, P2, that is my teammate. So that is who I'm going to try to help. Okay, Paul, I got 8 laps at the line. So I'm driving a little slow, but I'm getting the fuel mileage.
Yeah, no worries, man.
So I'll try to help you as much as I can. So Paul is probably lapping 3 seconds quicker than I am. So I'm going to try to get him by and then be a blocker within
Gap behind is
appropriate
now
limits, of
5.2
course,
seconds.
of Jordan.
That's 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes. Faster car behind. flag.
I don't get it. Why are you laughing?
I'm actually laughing because you don't understand the situation.
What are you talking about? I had no interaction with you whatsoever. I don't, no idea what you're talking about.
Blue flag.
Yeah, because you didn't just see the second and third GTEs. Just have to dive bomb you to get past you because you're racing them.
What Jordan does not understand is he's absolutely wrong. Paul, take the inside. Come on, come on, come on.
Okay.
On your right. Clear right.
And now I'm going to be a blocker.
Blue flag.
Try to help Paul here.
Left side. Clear left.
Here he comes.
Okay, Dwayne, faster car approaching.
Yep.
It's their class leader.
All right, I've done my job. Okay, folks, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pit in.
Blue flag.
Okay, Paul, the commit cone is very
Pit lane
early.
speed limit is 37 miles per hour. 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Once you come into the lane, you go around the curve. It's right there in front of you. I took 7 seconds of fuel, so you will not be in very long.
Your exit's clear.
Oh,
Cross
okay
the white
then.
line. Blue flag.
Oh, crap. Good catch, Dwayne. Good catch.
Sorry. Didn't mean that, Tyler.
So so remember I told you about pit exit being very careful? I just looped it. So brake at about, I would say 90 meters so that you don't loop it. Because it's really tight.
Okay.
I tried 75, that was not the correct
Yeah,
answer.
Tyler, I'm sorry, man. I
Car right. Clear right.
I don't know what.
Clear right. Clear right.
Some of these cars are starting to get very fussy. I just got ran off the road by a back marker.
Okay, Dwayne, there's a faster class car approaching. Blue flag. There's a car leaving the pit lane.
Well, that was a god-awful outlap, but
E9.
I have a feeling this race is not over yet.
15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
So people are getting very edgy. Well, I will say this, the off tracks here are generous. They're not punitive. Okay, overall leader's coming out of the lane right now.
Blue flag.
On your right. Clear right.
The leader, Moreno, is pitting. There's a faster class car approaching. Blue flag.
On your right. Still there. Clear right.
Yeah, I'm going to have to move the brake back. Tires are starting to get fussy.
All right, Dwayne, there's a faster car approaching. Blue flag.
On your left. Clear left.
Here's where focus is going to be important. Remember, Paul and I are used to driving 40 and 45-minute races. This is 60. So mindset, very important now. Smoothness and clean lines are going to be the order of the day.
P9. Minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Yeah, Paul, be real careful on the downshift going into that tight, twisty area. Like, be very smooth going down the box. If you slam the gears down, it may break the rear out a little bit.
Gallo behind is pitting now.
All the pit stops are done, and now it's a
Dwayne,
race
that's
to
good
the end.
consistency. Keep it up.
I would love to keep my top 10 spot.
There's a faster car approaching. Blue flag.
Especially because it's been a long time since I've raced the Ford. Competition.
Left side. Clear left.
So F3 is going to be a hoot here. Need a lot of strategy.
Blue flag.
Right side. Clear right.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
So, for those paying attention, I've overfueled by 2 laps. Which does not make me happy. Let's hope Paul has...
On your left. Clear left.
Blue flag.
I've had a less than ideal lap.
When you
So
say
I've had
less
a
than
sub-
ideal,
I've had a suboptimal lap.
is the car okay? Is the driver
Yeah, it's fine.
okay? Yeah, the set that I wrote, Slow, was very similar to what Paul has, except I have 6 degrees of wing, he has 11.
Car behind. He's class leader.
Because Paul is a better driver than I am, and when that happens, you try to give him as much downforce as you can,
Blue flag.
because he can use more of it than I can. Okay, overall leader just went by.
5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes left. All right, Dwayne. Come on. Stay focused. Apexes and exits. Apexes and exits.
At the rate this guy's lapping, we may be in for the extra lap.
Left side. Clear left.
Yeah, the medium one I wrote was also 6.
It's a faster class car behind.
For my first drive in quite a while has not been bad.
Car right. Clear right.
You need to slow down, give back some time.
So, Paul, are we still on for a podium, or are you trying to struggle bus it home?
Still on for a podium.
Okay, fingers crossed. Deserved podium.
1.3 behind second.
Well, maybe you can get a good run and... Well, actually, you're going to have to pass him early, because if he's trimmed out, he might get you at the line, because the line is a long way down.
It's a long way down. He's definitely trimmed out compared to me. Although he's 1.1 ahead now, and he's going all the way to the right.
Okay, Dwayne, there's a faster car bearing down on you. He's the class leader.
Okay, I got the LMP2 leader about to pass me on the start-finish straight.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. Blue flag.
All right, folks, 2 more laps, and I'll be pretty happy with this performance.
No, I've just done a slow down. Dang, that's it.
No. So let's hope Paul can get a deserved third on the podium in the Ford. Not Porsche. Porsche's definitely, I can see why the Porsche would be very good here. So,
Blue flag. Okay, Dwayne, there's a faster class car approaching. We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining. Blue flag.
Right side. Clear right.
okay, I may be on my last lap here. Yep, I just got the white flag. And the Panasonic
White flag.
Ford
One more
is
to go.
the start-finish line. So, Paul, keep that in mind. Panasonic board. Not the top 5 board, but the other one.
On your right. Clear right.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
All right, we're going to finish the race, folks.
You've got 1 gallon left.
All right. Okay, Paul, I am on the start-finish straight. Should about to cross the line.
Okay, cool.
And crossing now.
E9. Okay, it's over.
All right. You know what? If it wasn't for the Porsche, I'd drive the Ford around here.
Paul, that was amazing. Great racing, dude.
All right. So let's look at lap 2. Let's see what happened. Because I got a little wide. Cold tires. So we're going to borrow the playbook from Flyby, and that is always look at what happened to see if it's your fault. I got a little wide. Let's go to the blimp view. Okay, so. Okay, he turned right down on me. Look at this. The turn in is right about here, by the way. Keep that in mind. So, he's turning in, and I'm trying to get to the corner. So, now here's the issue with a single screen. So, I don't know where the apex is on a single screen. Okay? So, I'm looking at the point, and he's turned in early. And he was not on the radar. Now, let's see where he was on the cockpit, to be fair to him. Okay? There he is. Now, he's not on the radar, which means he's over here. So, we're going to use... See, there's the rear tire. And there's mine. Using the overlap rules I actually had, as he's turning down. So the fact of the matter is, that's all I'm going to say about it. And we're going to move forward. And we'll go back to the hi, everyone. So when you're on a single screen, it's really tough. That's why I use a radar. And he was not on the radar. He was not on the radar. So that's why I had a look at, and it's tough. That's why you saw me say what I said. The lecture is unnecessary. Because you see from the turn-in, my left front wheel is about to hit the brake to make the corner, and he's coming down this way. He should be giving me a little bit of room. Just a little bit. Not much. All I want is a little bit of room. So that is life. That is life. So many thanks to my friend Paul Webster. That was very enjoyable. If you don't follow Weber's Racing, make sure you give him a follow. He's a good guy. Very interesting guy. Frankly, more interesting than me because of what he does and who he works for. So, but no, there's no reason for the lecture there, because the apex is so late, and he's assuming I've seen him, and when you look at the replay, I have not seen him. So if I don't see you, assume you can't see me and give a little room. So yes, it's very clear he turned in a little bit early. Little bit early. Because he's braking at an earlier point than I am, which I'm diamonding the corner to slingshot down the straight. So, all right, let's see how we did. I'll be very curious. Okay, so lost only 1 point. I'll take that. I'll take that. Safety rating 2.7. I'll take that too. Strength of field 1881. And let me sort. And there we go. That's what I'm looking at. And that's where we're looking at. So, see, Paul there drove a good race. I didn't drive too bad, actually. If I don't get hit, then I'm okay. I'm okay. I think my pace would have been about 138. So I didn't lose anything. And it's always fun to drive the Ford. To drive with Paul, awesome. That just encourages me a little bit. So let's see here. What is next? What can we do next? Let's turn back to here. What should we do next here? Let's see if there's anything available. That would be interesting. Okay, Sim Lab at Lime Rock. A little scary. A little scary. Let's do some GT4 fixed. Let's do that, and I'm going to pick one of my favorite cars on the service, and that is the Porsche 718 Cayman with the bourbon livery. So we're going to race that next here. So, hope all of you are enjoying yourselves so far. One of the things that Flyby and I were discussing was making sure that Tuesday, which has been a day that MAP has not normally broadcast, that's going to be a day that I will be broadcasting. Well, GT4 fixed, it's rock'em sock'em, that's for sure. And I'm not going with the Herd, and the Herd is the Mercedes GT4 is very good. I keep hearing it's very good. So anyway, I don't know if Paul is listening to this. He may be ending a stream, but it was a lot of fun, Paul. Well done. And yeah. Yeah, Paul has muted himself, so I'm going to disconnect here. He's probably finishing up. All right. looks like Lester has read the moving in thread on the Discord.
Radio
So,
check.
Spotter, radio check.
if you're interested in joining the map Discord, that is the link for it right there. And come tag along. And I have my own private Discord too. That's in the channel header, so you get to see me twice over. Yeah, let's do a little GT4 action here to so Lester, I have tried. Hello, Podium Man. That was great fun. Honestly, I think I gave you the right setup. The medium downforce was very good, but once I had damage, it was toward the end, it was struggle busing. So, well done to Paul. Now, has Paul hit his highest ever I rating? It seems to be a popular question tonight. Has Paul Webster done the thing? Let's see here. Let's look at his statistics. His licenses. So Paul is nope. You want to try the MDF? Okay, I'll get you the MDF. Okay, so Paul is 3288, so he's not quite there. He has touched 3300 before. Okay. Actually, since I'm thinking about it, let me send you that right now. Okay, so Paul, that MDF is in your DMs. See how that goes. And take care to you. So for those unaware, Paul is in the United Kingdom, so it is late over there where he's at. But today is Tuesday, so I know he should be off tomorrow. All right, so let's get this in. Well, GT4 racing. So, get this squared away here. And, yeah, I just want to say once again how privileged I am to be part of the map racing community. Very good group of individuals, very diverse group of individuals. So, definitely have been made to feel very welcomed, and you know, the hype that Flybride gave me in the announcement, it kind of hit me in the feels a little bit, you know. So yeah, it definitely gave me pause for thought of realizing the work I've put in, the investment is, you know, it comes back to you.
Radio check.
Spotter, radio check.
All right, so Let's see here. We are the number 18 car in a 27 car field. Nice. And I'm in Division 4 this season. I think I was in Division 4 last season. So, I find that very, very interesting. So, we'll see who is driving what. So, someone is driving the McLaren, the Beamer, the Merc. And that is, I think, a 4R6. All right. So Old Slow is racing this. He's in the Merc. Yeah. So that is something that I am looking to tweak again. Because normally I try to do ads every like 45 minutes. That's what I've been trying to do. But the problem is Twitch is starting to run more ads from what I'm hearing. And so because of that, what I would like to do is limit the ads that are ran for non-subscribers. And the reason for that is, yes, the ad serve a purpose. Is to help with the Sandy Fund. I think I've put that in here, exclamation point Sandy. That will tell you more about that. So the ad revenue does help fund that. But there are some streamers on here that they're running ads every 10 minutes if you're a non-subscriber.
Track temps increasing. It's now 122 Fahrenheit.
As in, they treat their streams like television. So it's like 10 minutes and then 1 or 2 minutes of ads. And then rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Well, it's, I think it's for the subscribers, Lester. I think it's the subscribers. So yeah, you know, this is some of the things that, you know, I'm going to be learning from Flyby because he is the marketing genius. And we got some really smart people in this community. Well, I appreciate you following. So for those not aware, so Lester and I, we race F3 together. And both of us last season in the Jackknife F3 Championship, we had comical adventures when we got the car wrong, which was at different points of the season. We would explore the space. So, yeah. We were noobs together. So in F3 we learned 3 things. 1, Leicester and Virginia International Raceway, fascinating. It was similar to an artistic expressionist painting. You never quite knew what was going to happen. Secondly, the F3 is a great car. And third, I was the start master. I got known as the American Minister of Defense because I wasn't the fastest, but I knew how to drive my car. And so I'm going to be doing some, I'm hoping to, if my schedule permits tomorrow, we're going to do some F3 content from Fuji. And it's going to be interesting. Driving an F3 car there, because the downforce in 100R, that's the sweeping right-hander halfway in the lap, it will be very good. But you have all these tight corners where there's no aero help. It's all mechanical grip. Fuji is all about mechanical grip. Turn 1 is not going to have a lot of aero help. So it's going to be who is the best on the brakes. That's what it comes down to. Who's best on the brakes? Who keeps up with the brake bias changes? Yeah. Now, the other thing about the league is in the feature race, there's a pit stop. And so you're going to have a lot of alternate strategies of when do you come in. And Fuji, because you have that long straightaway, what Lester and I may end up working out together is we pit together, so we leave together, so you have a draft buddy. Because if you come out of the pits and you have no one to draft with, you're going to be losing time. So keep that in mind. But yeah, the F3 season, week 1 was here. Our league starts this week, so we're doing Fuji, and we parallel the official series. So make sure you watch Friday afternoon,
155.79
National time. Practice starts at 3 p.m. Central Time. So I think that is either 2000 or 2100 GMTs when practice starts. So, and let me see here. Nope, someone has called me. I know who that is. Okay. So we got Old Slow in here. He's in the number 6 Mercedes. There he is. He's in 10th, not too bad. And per usual, I normally do not qualify in most of my races. And the reason is often safer that way. And I am a big proponent of the Elizabeth McPheiff Institute of Advanced iRacing Tactics and Strategy of racing safely, racing competently. You will get your IR, you will get your SR, and there you go. All right. So, let's go ahead and grid up. We are in. Thank you, you two. So we are here in the Porsche Cayman. So the first thing I do on a fixed setup of iRacing is I go down 2 clicks on the brake bias. Because remember, these setups are conservative. So I'm going to go down 2 clicks on the setup. And that's the only thing you can change in this car. You cannot change this number here. Notice, can't change it. Hello there, Paul. GT4 Fix, Watkins Glen, and I'm in the Bourbon Porsche. This is my Tennessee livery on the car. It's a great car. So I go back 2 clicks, and sometimes I'll go, oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, when you get a chance, give that a, it's pretty similar to what I wrote in the tie downforce set. Minor differences. So so Paul had a good night of racing. I think you went plus in most of your races, right, Paul?
B26. The track temp is 124. The air temp is 78 Fahrenheit.
So track temp is 124 Fahrenheit. I want to say that's
Follow
50
car number 10
Celsius.
in the right column.
It's hot. It's very hot. And we're hanging out in the back. Yeah, all your races. You had a really, like you were in a good vein of form. So there's 1 car starting, 2 cars starting from pit lane. Now, the best GT4 car, I suspect, is this silver one right here. I think the Merc may be a little better now than the Aston Martin. And for those unaware, Paul, his real life job, is he works in composites for Mercedes Petronas Formula One over in the UK. So he builds a lot of the things you see on the car. So to say that it is a privilege to have him as a friend, and we met through iRacing, and I watched his stream for a little bit, said, this is a nice guy, gave him a couple of my sets, and the rest was history. So and right now, if everything works out, I'm hoping to get over to Europe in August for work. Depends on a lot of things, however. But it is something that's going to be discussed. I believe next week is when that decision is going to be formally made. So. And the thing is the Paul drove the Porsche for a very long time. This season, we're in the R8. All right. Like Paul does not use any paid setups anymore unless I'm not around. Like sometimes I'm on vacation. He's got to use a different set. But most of the time, he is using my set. All right, here we go. GT4
Okay,
fixed.
Dwayne, get ready.
15 minutes of crash and dash.
Go, go, go. 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
I'm expecting a lot of death. Yep, lots of death. The tires are cold here. Oh, there's the death.
On your right.
Oh! That's going to be a meme.
Yellow flag.
That's going to be a meme.
We'll need to pit for repairs before
Darn.
an orange flag. Good start. Keep it up.
Dude.
Yeah.
Situational awareness is a requirement. So all that safety rating I earned, I'm about to give away. Someone clip that because, yeah, the car is broken. It's very broken. If you hear that in the sound, I'm dragging something. Oh, wait a minute. Do I get a fast repair? Yes, I do. I forgot about the fast repair. Nice. All right. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, this car is broken. But we get a fast repair. I may get Brian or someone to clip that part once this goes to VOD.
Gamma ahead is pitting.
Yeah, like it's dragging really bad. Like the tires flat. This is funny. Like when I turn, it feels like the front is like dragging. It's hilarious. All right.
Pit lane speed limit is 40 miles per hour. You've got plenty of fuel. Box in.
We're gonna get a
5,
fast repair.
4, 3.
We'll go out
2,
again.
1. Box now.
I'm gonna pass quite a few cars here. This is why you don't give up in these short little races. Don't give up.
The pit exit's clear.
Because I'm the 18 car and I've passed all those cars.
The leader has just done 156.01.
Now, the key thing is I got very cold tires. So, let's see what I can do from here.
Okay, Dwayne, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Now, unlike a GT3, the brakes are not as good in this car. And the steering is not quite as good. But it's a fun car to drive. If you don't drive the GT4, you're really missing out. Drive this car. Just trust me on this. Drive this car.
P23.
P23. So I've only gone up a couple spots. But one of the things I don't worry myself about is iRating. iRating fluctuates. Sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days. Now in the GT3, I'm braking earlier. Here, I got to brake a little bit early. Tires are just starting to warm up.
The car behind is reeling you in. The gap is now 5.8.
That was a funny start to the race. And somewhat expected. Somewhat expected.
All right, Dwayne, halfway home. Fuel looks good. That lap time was 1:59.45.
Probably do 157. To do that, I'm going to have to absolutely drive this at the maximum. The issue is I'm not making any ground ahead. Now I can brake later. Tires are warmed up. Now there's the difference. The 911 there can go much faster. Looks like I may be catching Steven here. And he pulls out half a second. Right.
You've just done a 1:58.18. Sector 2 is 0.9.
Like I said, I knew I could do 157s. That's the thing about these little 15-minute races, there's a lot of luck.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
So. Oh, just ran long.
You cut the track, keep it nice and tidy. Need to slow down, give back some time.
There's an art serving a slowdown while at pace. You just saw me do it. Notice I didn't pull off the side of the road. Just drove an alternate line. Some pretty fast drivers ahead of me, though.
You need to push if we're going to hold this position.
So this is probably second or third split. So there's not slouches in here.
The car behind is catching. The gap's now 1.4.
Now, the GT4 has an open series now, 30-minute open series, and it has fixed. Okay, I am catching up with somebody here.
Yellow flag.
Yep. It's a position. Car's a little bouncy compared to the GT3.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Let's see if I can hold off this guy. Because when the leaders come by, it'll be the last lap.
22nd place. That's the fastest lap. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.42 off the pace.
Okay, so I'm a little slow in Sector 2. And as I said, I knew I could do 157s. I'm almost in the 156s, so... right at the white line there. See if he's going to dive here. I'm going to make it a little hard for him.
On your right.
No.
Hold your line. Still there. Still there.
I'm just going to make him go around the
Hold your line.
long way.
Clear right. Car right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
No, sir. You're never making that corner. One more corner. Steven has slowed up.
White flag, last lap. Your lap time was 1:59.00. Sector 3 is 2.0, off the pace.
Porsche's a little underpowered, I think, compared to everybody else now. My firm belief, we may not be in the fastest car anymore. It's 2 spots.
Ray is now leading.
All right. Since I now know my opponent, I'll try anything to get by. All right, top 20.
P20. Okay, it's over. Good drive.
Well, I'm happy my crew chief gave me good drive. Yeah, I think the Merc is the car. Let's look at lap 1. Because lap 1 was hilarious. Let's look at lap 1. So notice, very careful. Notice I didn't commit to a line, kind of waited. We all got through. And then the carnage up ahead started. This bad luck. And 4 old slows in that carnage. And then this guy right here. Hence my comment, situational awareness. Watch this guy. Watch this guy. I love people that try to lecture me on things when I have real life racing experience. So, well, lost 40, lost 0.32 on that. I'll show you this here. But people, so that's the carnage. Yeah. Yeah, I love people that say you blocked me. There was nothing there in the block. I'm allowed to race you hard. And I gave you space. And if you don't like how you're being raced, yeah, it hurts. It hurts. Now, if you don't like how you're being raced, don't put yourself in that position. So I get very short with people that think they know better than me. Because I know when I've done wrong and I know when I've done right. And yeah, like I'm going along and he starts moving, I got nowhere to go. So that's life. It's life. So what have we learned from one? The driving standards are still pretty bad in the lower splits. 2, people are very quick to lecture. And yeah, I think the GT4 fixed, you should only do if you need some entertainment. It is not a scoring possibility. So I'm going to end the stream with 2 things. So blocking is defined in the sporting code. The lead car is allowed to make 1 move. You will find in that replay that I gave the individual room. That's why I said feel free to protest it. But I raced to you fairly. Secondly, you have plenty of opportunities to get by. And that's why I have a pretty good record in winning protests, put it that way. That's why I said feel free to protest me. Because what's going to happen is iRacing is going to look at that and they're going to say that is a racing incident. And he did not run you off the road. He gave you enough space for you to race. So the fact that he felt I had blocked, no, just race better, Jacob. Just race better. What you should be doing is you should be trying to set and pass me at the end of the front stretch. You try exclamation point Sandy or Sandy Fund. It's one of those, I think, is what it is. So no, feel free to, but no, don't. Be very, very careful saying to a streamer you did something because it's right there on the back of the car, you can end up being the fool. I don't take to being lectured very well. I tend to get after people a little bit with that. And that is part of the reason why I have not drove very much in the last few weeks. Is for that reason. The attitude is very elitist. So, all right. I am going to call it a night because someone has called me, and I'm going to return that phone call. But it's great to be here. Very excited. We'll figure out if we can get that clipped. That start was hilarious. That's got to be on a. That's going to be on a compilation somewhere. That's just funny. But as always, my friends, take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. God bless.